Hyattsville, Maryland. Good morning. Go right ahead. Thanks for holding.
Good morning, Mr. Madison.
Go ahead.
First of all, with this Genesis thing, that situation should have been taken care of from the start when somebody was telling them that they had nooses underneath the trees. And if I'm not mistaken, does that fall under the hate crime bill where you have, like, you put races for sure?
If there is hate crime, well, federally hate crime, yes. But you see, the feds aren't in Louisiana, because the Civil Rights Division of the Justice Department is in a shambles. They're leaderless, and they weren't doing anything when they did have a leader. I mean, again, Congresswoman Sheila, I had Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee on my show. She sat here and told you that the number of civil rights violations was the worst enforcement of any administration since probably Johnson. And it's just like water rode off the duck's back. I think you guys hear, I don't know if it's, let me wait, I don't know if you're not listening. I'm not saying you, don't get me wrong. If people aren't listening, if they're waiting to get on so they can hear themselves on radio, but this is dissemination of information. Information is power, and then when the Gina 6 thing hits, we act as if we will. Yeah, man, it's like, well, where's the hate crime enforcement? Well, I'll tell you where it is. It's where everything else involving civil rights is in this Justice Department. It's leaderless. And that's not by accident. It's done on purpose. So we're over here beating our heads against the wall, trying to shake the rafters, trying to wake y'all up in the morning. And then when something like this happens and our kids end up being the victims, we're going, well, where is everybody?
But I do think that they if it was me, I would wear those t-shirts and let them kick me out.
That's what I would do too, of course, but we're radical. Yeah, we're radicals. They kick us out, put us in jail.
Throw away the keys.
Yeah, throw away the keys and say, well, we'll make them cool their heels. So that's fine. But I guess my point is, I understand on one hand where the principle's coming from, because again, for every action there's an opposite and equal reaction. And they already the city has got more attention than it. Finally, it got more attention. Finally, it has gotten attention. Thank God, like I always tell people, I don't care when you come to the party, just make sure you bring something with you when you get here. But finally, and thank God, the folks are on it. All right, now, the Justice Department should be in there now. That's first of all. The governor of Louisiana should pardon Michael Bell now. The governor the Attorney General of Louisiana should appoint a independent district attorney, an independent prosecutor, to go and to investigate the miscarriage of justice. Now, that's what they did in the Duke soccer case, didn't they?
That's right.
When folk were arguing, this is an overreaching prosecutor, So, and they put that man in jail for a day.
Hey, yeah.
Now, it's black kids, and then what does a guy on I'm on Lou Dobbs yesterday, and what does a talk show host in New York City on a station that's got far more wattage than my station does? What did he get on the air and say yesterday? Somebody's got to pay. Well, wait a minute. Wait, Steve, excuse me. This was a fight. The kid was released from the hospital. Went
about the racist stuff, yeah.
And then went to an event that night, a party the next night, and these kids get charged with attempted murder and the so-called victims at a party? And then, if we hadn't paid attention, if we hadn't talked about it, And by the way,
we need to pay for nothing.
By the way, an all-white jury convicts him for
a jury of peers. We have juries here.
Wait a minute. And they didn't even stay in the jury room for 3 hours.
That's right.
Have you ever been on a jury?
Yes, I have been.
It takes 3 hours just to sort of find out who the foreman's going to be, to go around the room and get everybody's opinion.
Yes, the prosecutor's looking at the jury, the defense is looking at the jury, they ask you questions, they do all kinds of stuff. To just stare out and see who they think that be fair enough to judge their client. That's what they're
An
doing.
all-white jury, and now this young man could go to jail for 20 years. And the district attorney, and thanks for the call, and the district attorney put the bail so high that the family could not afford to get their 17-year-olds out of jail. One kid was in jail, for almost a year, with adults. And when one of my colleagues, I'm not talking about on the Power, talk shows colleagues, is on CNN, and his only comeback to my intelligent, thoughtful response. And I don't say that to be egotistical. I say that to tell you I'm trying to be reasonable. Is somebody's got to pay. So the life of one young white boy, not even his life, is more valuable than 6 black kids. Y'all better wake up. This morning, it's a new day.